Good morning, lights. You could say you are somewhere at a crossroads, and the decisions to make are difficult, but oh so rewarding. I'm here to tell you that we will give you advice, we will stand by you, but it is your decision to make. We make decisions regarding our life on a daily basis. Nobody forces us to be unhappy or joyful, and we're not even aware of it. That is the tragedy of our situation. It's not a tragedy, though, if you find it. It then becomes a joyous thing, a celebration, if you will. You have the option of choosing your unhappiness or blissfulness. We keep blaming others for our problems, never thinking that we could have selected them. It is your option to be upset if someone insults you. It is your option to feel embarrassed if someone humiliates you. It all relies on how you see things and react to them. Like water falls against the lotus leaf and rolls off, nobody can adhere to it, since the leaf is so slippery that no one can get a hold of it, the Buddha says. As water falls on a lotus leaf and rolls off, as air hits grass and disappears, so should your reaction to insult and humiliation be. It should not enter your heart at all, because it comes from outside. It has no door inside through which to enter. It comes from outside. How will it get in if you do not open the door? People are completely enslaved by their sorrow. They are completely devoted to their suffering. They have gotten so deeply linked with it that they cannot even consider the idea of anything other. There is no question that the first thought that enters your head when you wake up will set the tone for the rest of your day. If you think about whining about anything or keeping grudges against someone, that energy will pervade every element of your life. However, if you choose to be grateful for something or someone, you have already chosen happiness. There are folks who are ecstatic about their misery. They'll cling to their sorrow because they like being unhappy in the eyes of others. If you choose blissfulness, on the other hand, you will be more aware, more alive, and you will be joyful regardless of whether your wants are satisfied or not. Regardless matter of the circumstances, you will be content. If there is suffering all around you, but it has no effect on your mood, then the quality of your life has greatly improved. With an improvement in quality of life comes a huge boost in productivity and creativity. Nobody can be creative or produce if they are unhappy. What exactly does bliss imply? It means being free from all strain and effort. It means being in touch with the whole cosmos. It means harmony with existence, with things as they are. We live in a perpetual state of conflict because we live in our brains and our minds are not in touch with the universe. Our minds are always striving to modify things according to our own beliefs and standards. Our brains are never happy with things as they are. They have their own ideas about how things should be. This results in a never-ending fight. There is no doubt about which to select if you're conscious of your unhappiness, what it is, and have experienced both it and the other thing called pleasure. Happiness is a state of being, while unhappiness is a state of being avoided. And this avoidance must come to a stop. We are just avoiding enjoyment by doing so. Do not trust a thinking that tells you that you have no power. It is a judgment when you remark, "I am helpless." It's a statement about oneself. The mind perceives an association with weakness as truth. This is not the case. It is not necessary for what the mind believes to be true for you. Every instant, you have the option of choosing between the thoughts of helplessness and empowerment. Only your investment in believing what you've always believed, which is, "I am weak," makes it impossible to adopt the concept of empowerment. But once you realize that nothing outside of you can make you happy or miserable, and that there are no situations in which you are weak, once you really comprehend this, you will never think, "I am powerless." You have the option of choosing between unhappiness and happiness. Only then does life become growth from the inside out, and only then does life become incredibly creative. It will take some time and effort for this method of thinking to become second nature to you. However, if you make this commitment right now to pick the thinking that empowers you, it will swiftly become your new nature. So my friends, don't be fooled by your mind. It can't be perfect. It's working against you and using others to further its own goals. The mind is a good buddy and a useful guide on the journey, but it must be kept under check. Avoid attachment, such as justifying or clinging to them by being friendly. It will assist you in seeing things from multiple perspectives rather than just one. Don't get caught up in your own thoughts. They have no power to define you. You are pure consciousness, unlimited awareness. So maintain vigilance. Thoughts are nothing more than that. Don't become enamored with them. Keep an eye on it as it comes and goes and how you react to it. Keep in mind that you are not your ideas and they are not you. Instead of following this or that notion, pay attention to the space between them. And don't waste your time battling your thoughts. They aren't real and can't be eliminated. This is what viewing entails. That is what it is to be alone. That is the practice of meditation. You can be free of any phenomenon once you can watch it as if it were a movie. Then it doesn't matter if it's wrath, greed, lust, or hatred. It doesn't matter because it's just a phenomenon. Learn to observe it. The energy will be transformed simply by viewing it. It will no longer be a problem for you. And watching doesn't require any effort. It's not like doing something. Simply don't do anything with it. Slowly, gradually, you will reach a point where you are so full of light and joy that your entire being becomes a prayer. Without words, without effort, an emperor, empress is someone who can stand back and observe without becoming engrossed in what's going on around them. You are the emperor on the throne of your own house if you can watch without being connected in any way. This is what awareness means. My dear friends, I hope this message finds you in good health and happiness. As always, we love you deeply and wish for you to have the most abundant and joyous life possible. Have a wonderful day.